Saskatchewan's minimum wage may have increased $1, but it's still tied with Alberta to be the lowest in the country. Advocates say that the increase doesn't amount to much when you compare it with inflation.
It's been a decade or more now that people have been calling for a $15 an hour minimum wage, and while we're there, it's far too late. And the actual cost of a living wage nowadays is significantly higher.
The Regina Anti-Poverty Ministry says the minimum wage should be in line with the living wage. The Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives estimates that would be about $19 an hour. Advocates say the gap between the two forces people to make impossible decisions.
We regularly hear from folks who've had utilities cut off even though they're in full-time employment. So we know that the low minimum wage is hurtful.
In Canada, a person is living below the poverty line if their income is less than half of the median household income. So, the median income in Saskatchewan is over $72,000. Half of that would be roughly $36,000. And before tax, a person working 40 hours a week at the minimum wage would earn $31,000. That's assuming they don't lose any work days.
They have to increase our wage because it is hard to manage everything.
Sometimes I'm depressed because there are exams and I also do job also, and sometimes I forget to eat food or something.
And some people told me they're taking on extra shifts or more than one job.
It affects you mentally, physically, because your body is so drained from working too much. But like I would say, if they should put the students into consideration, everything will work out fine. And we have to keep pushing because that's the life we live in.
The Canadian Federation for Independent Businesses is concerned that the wage increase will put more strain on small businesses and add to inflationary pressures.
The responsibility for addressing affordability challenges should not fall solely on to business owners. And I think the government needs to do a better job of helping to make food, rent, utilities, fuel more affordable for Saskatchewan residents. And like I said, avoid placing that burden solely on to business owners because they're already struggling.
The $1 increase was part of a 2022 government promise that included increases that year and in 2023. The province couldn't comment on any of these concerns because of restrictions associated with the Election Act after a provincial election was called this week. But the province had previously said that the increase was only one way to support workers in the province. Shlok Talati, CBC News, Regina.